RDTDaily.com presents a Tarabuster with comedian Tara Devlin.
All right, what's happening, guys? Sorry for the late start. Yeah, that's the way it is when you're a Tarabuster, an OG Tarabuster. Look who we have here. We have another producer on set, and he usually kind of stays in the shadows. He likes to be behind the scenes for the most part, but right before I hit go live, the I guess he's the associate producer, Francis Jr. jumped on up. All right, little one. So, yeah, my name is Tara Devlin. Thank you so much for hanging out. This is Unapologetic Liberal Talk. I don't know, the camera looks kind of whacked out tonight. We're just going to have to deal with it. That is what it is. Is everything this... Yeah, you guys are my real producers, so let me know how everything's sounding, and I know it looks kind of strange. Why does everything suck? I don't know. I ask and answer myself. Why does my camera suck? Why does everybody else have a good camera on their podcasts, and my camera looks like this? Can anybody? I don't know. That's why I asked for a producer. Okay, it's the right camera. What the fuck? Right? Doesn't it look weird? It's like all washed out, blown out, pixelated looking. It doesn't matter. I won't worry about it, because as long as it sounds good. All right. Sounds good, at least. Whether it looks good, we're fine. All right, who cares, right? Who really cares? So, yeah, this is Unapologetic Liberal Talk on the right side of history, decency, dignity, democracy, humanity. And we got a lot to talk about tonight, and I'm looking forward to it. So, like I said, sorry for the late start. And right out of the gate, thank you, Richard W., for your super chat. Another great show, Tara. And thank you, Jim, for your super chat. Well, as always, putting the cover charge on the table. I appreciate it. And this is what keeps the show going and growing. All right? So if you are on any other platform, come on over to youtube.com/C for channel/Tarabuster. And thank you, JD, for your super chat in pounds, you lucky bastard. So, let's see. We're right before, what else? Become a patron, patreon.com/Tara Devlin, and that'll help keep the show going and growing, because there are practical things to consider. So if you want to have a daily show at a set time, we're going to need a lot more patrons and supporters. So the other thing is, if you just given the nature of the show that it's kind of random sometimes during the week, we have our regular Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time meeting. It's our therapy for the resistance. But other than that, it's during the week, it's hit or miss. So I try to get at least one show in, and I do get a little bit more optimistic when we get patrons, but we haven't had any this week. Whatever. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. It is life. And so yeah, this is it. We're having our Wednesday show, but that's why I ask you to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Well, that's a long way of saying that. So when we go live, you can join the greatest chat room in all of liberal media, the real liberal media. I'm not even kidding, okay? Because I don't even know what to say. We have the greatest chat room in all of the liberal media landscape. Of course we have the greatest chat room in all of the conservative media, because what do they do on conservative media? Nothing. They say the N-word, they circle jerk each other, they lick Twitler's taint, You know what I mean? There's not a lot of intellectual discourse going on, and there really isn't any other kind of discourse. It's just being, I guess, a bunch of emotionally stunted morons that have the collective maturity of a schoolyard bully taunt. Not even the bully itself, just the taunt. So, and yeah, okay, let's get into it. So, and it reminds me, thinking about what we're dealing with now, that the Republicans are trying to drag us back to back alleys, back to the dark ages, trying to kill more women, kill more people. See, Republicans are not happy unless Americans are needlessly dying. Oh, that's the damn truth. Needlessly dying without health care, needlessly dying from death by despair. You know, that term is offensive to me. It's spiritually offensive. It's a proper term, of course, death of despair. Here in the richest country on earth, we should all be disgusted by that, really. More than we're disgusted. Well, I mean, I saw Lindsey Graham. I'm not sure if you guys saw there was a hearing where they were discussing Christopher Smalls, who helped organize the Amazon union on Staten Island, was testifying in front of some Senate committee. I don't have it ready. It just came to the top of my head. So, but Lindsey Graham was so upset. It was fascinating to me because he seemed so upset that Amazon wasn't being treated fairly for some reason. You know, Amazon, which is, of course, Jeff Bezos, has accumulated more wealth than half the country, and as far as billionaires, of course, have increased their wealth, and then these corporations have reaped more record profit during the pandemic, but the American people haven't had a raise in 40 years, but Lindsey Graham was all upset that Amazon was being treated badly, and he was like, Lindsey, well, actually, I do have the clip here. Let's just play it rather than me tell you about it.
This is very dangerous. You can have oversight hearings all you like, but you've determined Amazon is a piece of crap company.
Are you going to cry, Lindsey? You've determined that Amazon is a piece of crap. Who determined that? You see, they have more feeling for the handful of billionaires riding us all to the bank than they do for any of the American people. Unless I'm talking about the American people who have to work for a living. Having to work for a living in the Republican mindset, you're nothing. You are to be ridden to the bank. You're a dupe. You're a sucker. If you didn't come up with some kind of scam to fleece your fellow Americans, come up with some scam, some Amway scam, some Trump Network vitamin scam, something that siphons profit, that takes it from your fellow Americans and puts it into your own pocket, then, you don't matter. If you trade the finite hours that you spend on this planet, alive, let me add that qualifier, then, and you take that time and you trade that for a paycheck, you're a sucker, according to Republicans, and you should be treated accordingly. I listening to Lindsey Graham get all choked up. You decided Amazon was a piece of crap company. Well, clearly Republicans and their billionaire benefactors have decided that people are just crap. Nothing but crap to be discarded. First, you just siphon all that money from them and let the circle jerk of corruption and greed continue, because there is no other reason to have an economy in the minds of the right wing. Yeah, that's the truth. Oh, we're going to get into many things. Like, for example, here's what I want to talk. Well, actually, all right, let me start. Well, let's finish this clip. I know I go on tangents, but it is Tarabuster, you know what I mean?
That's your political bias.
Oh, yeah.
They're subject to the laws of the United
States. Don't be political. You know, Republicans, they loathe being political. Don't be political. It's all bias. Everybody's biased against them. But the American people can't save $400 freaking dollars. Or the 80% living check to check. 1/3 can't retire, but, you know, you got your bias. It's so unfair, Lindsay. God damn these people. You know what I mean? Damn you to hell, Lindsey Graham. And all of your fake, small d Democratic, big F fascist, goddamn co-conspirators who hate this country, who hate America, who are unfit. They hate everything about this country. That's why they praise Putin up the hilt. That's why they lick the taint of a con man non-stop. I don't know how he can stand it. After a while, don't you just got to say, stop. Too much of a good thing. Stop licking my taint, Lindsay.
States. They shouldn't be subject to this.
He's getting all choked up, it seems.
If we get the committee back, we're not going to do this. I'm here to say
we're not
that
going to do this.
Business, you can have...
You're not going to do this. You're not going to inflict such trauma on the committee. Fuck the American people. You're not going to inflict this trauma. If we get the committee back, we get the majority back, you're fucked. That's what he's saying. We're dragging you back to the dark ages. Oh, yeah, you better believe it. Fuck the progressive era. Excuse me. All right, I got to calm down with the cursing. Forget the New Deal. Forget the progressive era. Forget the Gilded Age. We're going back to the dark ages. Oh, you better believe it. We're halfway there, more than halfway there. I can't stand it. In fact, this morning I was talking to Robin Kincaid on the phone. Robin, the great Robin Kincaid of Head On Radio Network. Headon.live. And anyway, and we were just, I was just saying, this is what makes me so depressed sometimes. I feel so alone in the world, and that's why I have to thank you guys for helping build this community, because I just cannot understand who votes for these people. Who are these people that sends Lindsey Graham back to Congress again and again and again? Who are the people that vote for Mitch McConnell? And, I mean, on and on. Perjury Trader Green. And Lauren Band from the bowling alley Bolbert. Oh, here comes the executive producer. Come on. You coming up? Okay, well, let's continue.
To say, too, about your workforce. The idea that you can only get a government contract if you promise to be neutral is ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, so
for when
he's asking, so all they're asking is that Amazon stop union busting. Oh, fuck. I can't deal with it, Junior. I can't. I just can't. Shut up. I'm doing a show. So Christopher Smalls, gives Lindsay a lesson in reality.
In my lifetime. And it should be carried out at the ballot box, and it will be.
Oh, shut your
Well, first of all, I want
hole.
to address Mr. Graham. First off, it sounded like you was talking about more of the companies and the businesses
Yep.
in your
Oh, what a surprise.
speech, but you forgot that the people are the ones who make these companies operate. And if we're not protected, and if the process for when we hold these companies accountable is not working for us,
Well, that's
then
what they want.
that's the reason why we're here today. That's the reason why I'm here to represent the workers who make these companies go.
That's right.
And I think that it's in your best interest to realize that it's not a left or a right thing. It's not a Democrat or a Republican thing.
Oh, well, of course it is. Excuse me, I called him Christian. But that's all that Republicans have. It's not a Democrat or Republican thing. You better believe it is. Because who's always on the wrong side of history? That's the other thing I can't handle with these fascists. Aren't they tired? Do they ever get tired of being on the wrong side of history? They don't. It doesn't seem to be. But the thing is, we'll get to it. Notice the attitude of Alito. Okay, when we'll get to it all. It's the overarching theme of being dragged back to the Dark Ages is owning the libs. Okay, we'll get to it. Okay, I'll just finish this up.
Workers thing. It's a workers issue. And we're the ones that are suffering in the corporations that you're talking about, in the businesses that you're talking about, in the warehouses that you're talking about. So that's the reason why I think I was invited today to speak on that behalf. And you should listen because we do represent your constituents as well.
That's right.
So just take that into consideration.
A piece
that
of crap
the people are the
company.
ones that make these corporations go. It's not the other way around.
That's right. And later on in the hearing, Bernie Sanders reminds Miss Lindsay, that the Amazon workforce, it has a 150% turnover rate. So they bring people in and they work them until they can't handle it anymore, and they're like, I'm out of here. They just chew people up and spit them out. Because what is the meaning of an economy? According to Republicans, the meaning of an economy is to make the rich richer. According to a functioning, constitutionally limited democratic republic, the meaning of an economy is so we can promote the general welfare. The general welfare over the welfare of the 1%. Oh, the 1% gets to have a nice life too, but I don't understand they're so sick, these people, For some reason, it's almost as if they're not happy unless they can exploit others. And there are people like that. Of course, Trump is one of them. He's a narcissist, sociopath, psychopath. There's no doubt in my mind. That's the other reason I'm like, who votes for these scumbags? Who votes for these horrible people? And this is all right. So it all ties in, because this is where, they'll say, King David. They go into the Bible, the ancient book of fables. Then we got to start talking about that. But they'll say, well, he's giving us all everything we want. Now, I get that these freaks want abortion to be criminalized, but I must remind everyone yet again, and we talk about it, and I've been posting it on Twitter, and I've been trying to get the word out. I don't understand why. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it again. Abortion. Why the Democrats don't lead with this? It's like it's the saying, bury the lead. That's what it feels like to me. The abortion rate does not reduce. How am I saying it? The abortion rate does not go down when abortion is criminalized. Okay, that's the bottom line. If you don't like abortion, then you would vote for the health, wealth, education, economy, living wages, policies that actually reduce the abortion rate. So the hypocrisy is astonishing, but I don't understand why the Democrats don't lead with it. Yeah, the Republicans want to control our bodies. They want to mandate pregnancy. Now, listen to how ridiculous it is. Now, all you got to do is think, okay, it would never happen that somebody would, for example, say, okay, well, they're all about life, right? So let's say somebody needs a kidney. So they would never take some dude and say, well, you know what? You are a match for this person's kidney, or let's say this baby's kidney, right? They would never do that and say, well, so we're gonna need that kidney right now. So, and in order to get it, we have to strap you down for 9 months, and we'll just have to harvest it after. And it would never happen. But to legislate a woman's body, that's another story. Of course. And it is about control. But the Republicans get the added bonus of dividing the American people. And this is why I don't understand why the Democrats do not lead with the fact that abortions do not go down when abortion is criminalized, because it automatically exposes the hypocrisy. I don't get it. So, for example, maternity mortality in the U.S. far outstrips that of other industrialized nations. You want to see this graph here? It's disgusting. Look at that. Look at that graph. It's a little too big. Let me make it smaller. So, New Zealand, of course, is the lowest. Norway, Netherlands, all those democratic socialist nations. But they all have universal health care, of course. Health care as a right, not as a privilege. Germany, Sweden, Switzerland, Australia, United Kingdom, Canada, France. And look at the United States of serfs and lords. 23.8%. That's a big number of. You talk of the maternal mortality rate. Women who needlessly die from being pregnant. It's like, we want to talk about the dark ages. We're already here. We're knocking on the damn door. That used to be the number one cause of death for women for time immemorial, was childbirth. But here in the United States of serfs and lords, you're taking your life in your hands. Of course you are. Look at this. The nearest is France, 8.7%. United States, 23.8%. I'm embarrassed, frankly. I'm embarrassed by that number. I'm embarrassed sometimes to be an American. I really am. because of the hypocrisy and the stupidity. And it's not like, I mean, it's the fact that people vote for them, these people. They vote for these freaks who never stop. The stupidity is epic. And, it's fascism. Hold on, I'm just trying to close out or something. Where's my e-cam? Producer, please go lay down. He's sitting over there looking at me. Lay down. Go lay down. Gonna have to get tough with the producer. Go lay down. Go lay down. Do I have something for you? Let me see. Do I have any treats? I have to walk around with treats in my pocket now. Because they're Ray and Tara Jr. All right, here. Go eat those treats. Come on. Go get them. I threw some treats down. You gotta bribe them. He'll be back. All right, what am I doing? Why is my face so digitized? I don't know. Whatever. All right, what was I talking about? All right, so of course, this is Tarabuster. That's why I'm all over the place. But there's so many routes I can take to discuss this. Let's talk about the Supreme Court and the pearl clutching from the Republicans about protesters showing up in front of the homes of here he is. Jesus Christ. I just want you to sit and be quiet. Jesus, Louise us. All right, honey. All right. Sit down now. Sit. All right, everybody wants to see you. Hello? Oh, boy. So, here's from USA Today, of course. Republicans hit Democrats over Roe protests at justices' homes. I know, I'm like, can't even talk. Calling them mob rule. Yeah, I don't see how it's mob rule, though. You see, the Supreme Court, the hypocrisy is astonishing. Well, but not unexpected. The Supreme Court, where are you supposed to protest? For Christ's sakes. The Supreme Court mandated that, or however they do it, they decreed from their ivory towers that there would be no protesting in front of the Supreme Court, right? They have a buffer zone, because they need their precious asses don't want to be bothered with the plebs, the plebeians. Just go to work and die, plebeians. This is not your country, it's their country. And this is the tyranny of the minority. And I'm sick of that too. I don't know about you, but I'm over this goddamn tyranny of the minority. And I keep hearing Republicans say, well, those are the rules. They're not the rules. They're the rules that Republicans corrupted. And I keep hearing Republicans, average Joe morons, who don't know that abortion rate does not go down when it's criminalized. They'll just say, oh, well, send it back to the states. Well, you mean the states that Republicans gerrymandered and rigged and jiggered and enshrined themselves as the overlords despite receiving fewer votes? That state? You know what I mean? Those states, the states that you corrupted. You see the trick? Oh, well, it should be all about the states. But they're all about the states unless they want to ensure that a federal mandate, right? This is what they're doing. And Moscow Mitch did not, he actually admitted that they would pursue a federal ban on abortion, which is, again, which is why I don't understand Democrats, why you're not, I don't know, why are you allowing them to get away with this bullshit about life? They hate life. If this were, I mean, if Democrats don't fight, for God's sakes, if they don't start fighting, it's over. I just went on Twitter. Oh, God. This is the other thing. I don't understand. Like I said, all the time. I go on Twitter, and soon we'll be off Twitter, as soon as that scumbag turns it into 4chan. I'm so sick of him, too. I'm sick of them all. This is why, I mean, the founders fought a revolution, so we didn't have to be under the whims of a fucking sociopath because he's got more money. Look at this scumbag. How is this even coming up on my... I don't know why. Every time I go on Twitter, right at the top, is some effing right-winger. Liberalism is a disease. That's his handle. Of course, it's probably a, it's a Russian bot. Half of these are Russian bots. If you're deleting Twitter because Elon Musk is buying it, you're probably the reason he's buying it. Oh, I fucking hate them. Mean tweets, 24 cheap. If this has Russian bot all over it. Because, there's no face. There's no way to identify this person. And it's all about how liberals suck and America, gas prices and Biden and... Jesus Christ. Oh, look, look at this. I'm not kidding. It's a Russian bot. Look at that. Starving American babies disguise themselves as Ukrainian soldiers in hopes of getting $40 billion in federal... So now they care about starving babies. This sounds like a Russian bot to me. I'm sorry. It does. And especially getting some digs about Ukraine in there. This is the government the founders warned us about. This is on this right-winger suspected bot. Anyway, whatever. Oh, fuck them. But the point is, when I go on Twitter, why am I seeing this effing right-winger at the top of my feed? I don't know this person. I don't follow this scumbag. I mute these pricks constantly. And I'm always fed a right-wing trope when I get on here. Well, let's see. Lauren Boebert. I saw one of the tweets that popped up in my feed, despite the fact that I don't follow this band from the bowling alley bitch. And let's see. Boebert. B-O-E. Bo. Bert. Bitch. How do you spell Boebert? B-I-T-C-H. Life wins in the Senate. This is what she's tweeting. Life. No, it doesn't. Life doesn't win when Republicans win. Well, because, this vote that Chuck Schumer insisted on having to show the American people yet again how Democrats fail constantly. I guess. I don't know. Life wins. No, it doesn't. You hate life. But earlier, oh yes, she's tweeting, abortion has killed millions more than COVID ever did. If you don't like abortion, why are you a Republican? Because Republicans love abortion. Their policies create so many of them, you see. And this is the tweet I was thinking of. Baby lives matter. Baby lives. No, they don't. To Republicans. Republicans hate life. They not only hate baby lives, they hate toddler lives, adolescent lives, prepubescent, adolescent. They hate young adult lives. They hate adult lives. They hate middle-aged lives. They hate senior citizen lives. They hate life. Every time a Republican gets control, they make death by despair rise. They make the suicide rate go up. Every move they make is about killing babies, killing mothers carrying babies, killing toddlers, starving them to death if need be. Oh my God. I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of, I hate them, of course, but it's like, the sun rises in the east, sets in the west, and Republicans suck. You can guarantee it. But I'm just sick of the Democrats not fighting. Fighting in a stupid way, too. When they do fight. What's the problem? Oh my God, leave my hand out of this, Junior. Look at this fucker. Look what he's doing. He wants my hand. Excuse me. He just wants my hand to pet. If it's not petting, it's gotta be bit. Come on, you pain in my ass. You see, I don't understand. Everybody's losing it in this house. Come on, I'm sick of your behavior. Will you stop that, you little fucker? Hey, you see, you hit your nose on the table. All right, I can't take it. Here comes Ray. This is the problem. You see what I have here? Jackson Galaxy's bully solution. He's not even a sponsor. All day like this. Ray is good. Here we go. Get over here. Putting this on them. Going nuts with the treats. I'm like, here, Ray is good. All day. All damn day. I gotta be abused. I'm abused out in the world. I'm abused at home. I'm just, I'm tired of Ray, of Tara Jr. hissing at Ray. It happens all the time. I'm sick of it. What are you gonna do? It's over a year now. Calm down. He's not leaving, and I just don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that. Every time he walks by, he's like, it's not nice either. It's mean. Uh-oh, here he comes. Let's see what Junior's doing. He's watching him. Look. It's like, keep it moving. Keep it salty, Ray. Keep it going. Oh, God. I'm exhausted from life. Yes, Terry Taylor on the chat. SCOTUS has been given too much power. Lifetime appointments are insane. Exactly. And that's why the Democrats have to do something by, do what FDR did. Go after these fuckers. Expand the court. Give them limits. That's what FDR wanted to do. Make it so there were different categories of justices. One would the older justices would have one collective vote. It's all about corrupting the courts for Republicans, and that's what they got. They turned everything they touch, they turn into a sham. So now they got their filthy, scummy, fascist fingers around the court. And it's not just the Supreme Court, the lower courts too. And they're squeezing the life out of democracy. They hate democracy. They hate America. They cannot function in a free democratic society. They are the domestic enemies the founders warned us about. Yes, Terry Taylor says the producer is having a tantrum. I'm sorry, Terry. He always has a tantrum. I don't know what it is. I feel I gotta take him when I go to the vet again. I'm gonna get him on some kind of medication. I'm not kidding. He's getting incredibly cranky in his old age. I don't know. I thought maybe he was sick or something. So he had, another workup done. Apparently nothing's wrong except for his allergies. He's got skin allergies. But I don't know. It's driving me crazy. It is driving me mad. Wait a minute. What is and you know what? It's just my camera's driving me mad too. I'm tired of looking like a washed out old 2-bit whore. Oh, well, that has